Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another live edition of Mafia Roundtable with Dominic Sicali. I want to thank everybody for all the love and support, all the contributions, all the subscribers. I couldn't ask for a better group, even the haters. I gotta give it to some of the haters. Good, excellent questions. Really good. For the trolls, I guess everybody has trolls, so it just is what it is. So I'm going to go into some of the questions or comments that were asked earlier today in the preview. And then we'll go into the story today about drugs in the mafia and how the mafia conducts itself and acts pertaining to drugs. Because you have a lot of hypocrites out there who are running the families, they get positions. And folks, believe it or not, a lot of people that are made in the mafia were former drug dealers. There's a lot of people that dealt in drugs back in the day and still do. The power of the money's too strong. That's definitely for sure. But there's a few things I want to read. And so we'll start with some of the comments from earlier today. We have RICO law and stiffer sentences for dealers started to waive the cooperation for defendants. Yes, that's true with the RICO law, stiffer sentences. But even organized crime now, too, with RICO, you don't have to have drugs in there. Just violence and extortion, gambling, loan sharking. They still hit you with RICO. It's all the same nowadays. So, yes, it is tight. And then we have another one, Bobo Kump, C-O-M-P. Remember, Bo, everyone's listening to every word, even your bosses who can at any time rip up the special agreement. Well, I'm done cooperating. My cooperating days are over with. I fulfilled my obligations to the government and not saying anything wrong. So it is what it is. Yesterday, Joey Molino's show was great. Wonderful. I'm glad for him. And also, I'll address another thing somebody mentioned. I think it was CJ. I give Joey credit. He raised, $40,000 for the kids. That's wonderful. That's great. And we know he's going to spend it on turkeys, gifts, clothes, whatever they need, donating money for women's breast awareness, which is great. I commend him for that. And at least he's doing good in that aspect. All I ask that he just needs to voice his opinion about the mafia to the kids. Let the kids know that the mafia, the mob's not their friends. To get an education, go to school, do the right thing. It's all simple words coming out of your mouth. Because you could give all the money you want out. If you're luring these kids into that life that it's glamorizing, it's not what it is. And to pass comments, well, don't be like me. What? A degenerate gambler? Or a crime boss? Alleged. I'll even give it to you. Alleged crime. Whatever the case may be. So I'm not going to go into the bullshit today. But that's wonderful what he's doing. Commend him on that. Great work, Joey. And that's it. Have fun with your golfing tournaments and whatever else you're doing out there. But just send a positive message to the kids verbally. That's all. That's all I say. But that's great work what he's doing. Somebody passed a comment on the donation. This is going to be the last time I mention it. We had a fundraiser, collected about $130. I made it $300. Took the money out of my pocket. We're going to have one more fundraiser, and then we will be. Hopefully, we could get up to $1,000, and then we'll put it towards a family that needs it, a couple of families, whatever the case may be. Every little bit does help, and that's when I'll do it. So please, haters, trolls, stop with your nonsense because it's getting redundant, repetitive, and trust me, I don't need $130. So it's not. My expenses are a lot more than that. So. Wish you were like Joey Molino. Well, wonderful. I'm glad. You should be like Joey Molino. We want E.G. Vodka in Northern Ireland. Oh, give us a big enough order. We'll ship it. We'll make it happen. It's all about dollars and cents, folks, at the end of the day. But please go to egvodka.com, order your vodka today, 100% organic, gluten-free, smoothest vodka on the market. You order 6 bottles or more, there's still 12 people left. Shipping is on me. I'll cover the shipping, and that's to show my appreciation for everybody out there. And please, people, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit that 20,000 subscriber mark by the end of the month, before this month's over. I think we could do it. It's going to be tough, but I think we could do it. Even you haters, hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything, and nobody will ever know that you hit the subscribe. Thank you. And then you get your notifications, and you can come blast me all you want. So that's about it. With that, and now we'll go into some. I have somebody DM me. I caught a few of them. I didn't get to all of them. My DMs on Instagram, but we have one. I'm not going to say his name. Hey Dom, I'm a huge supporter in North Jersey. I unfortunately just came home from work and found my poor cat lifeless, just like yourself. I'm a grown man, but that's effed me up bad, which it does. It really hurts, especially if you're an animal lover. Your videos with Fluff have helped me cope. I turn 24 years young tomorrow, and I know you're a very busy gentleman with a lot going on, but it would really mean the world to me. It would really mean the world to get a happy birthday video or just a phone call. Well, you know what? Happy birthday, 24th birthday. Wish you the best. I'm not going to say your name because you DM me. I don't know. I don't want to divulge that. This is 24 years young. Listen, you have your whole life ahead of you. Keep up the good work. Things will come, and go look for another cat, another 2 cats. I got 3. One passed, I got 3 of them. So we have our hands full. Hope you have a great day. Don't drink responsibly, that's for sure, if you do drink. And enjoy it. Enjoy these years. Your 20s are precious. Don't lose them. Take it slow and savor every moment, because it goes by really fast. I'll continue to read. You're a stand-up gentleman that has helped me out than more ways you know. A man's man. You and Maddie are the #1 dynamic duo, and I look forward to coming home after an honest day's work to watch the latest video / live. You guys are my therapy. Please keep up the excellent work and to continue crushing it like you have been. God bless you and your beautiful family. Thank you so much for that. It means the world to me when I get, especially the younger generation, reaching out. And just continue to hold your head up high. Continue to work. Things will come to you. You're still young. You have many, many years ahead of you. Save your money. Invest in stocks. Trust me, it'll pay off. It'll pay off. Throw your money into Tesla, Meta, which is Facebook, the big companies, Apple, because those are, even though they're volatile stocks, they're safe investments. The companies are tremendous. And like they said, Elon Musk is a genius. He's capitalizing not only in the EV industry, but he has the Starlight system, the satellites, SpaceX. He's really, now with the AI intelligence, the sky's the limit. So trust me, he's going to be one of these. He's a genius. He's the Albert Einstein of this century. So, and that's about it. CJ, thank you for your contribution. If they call you to testify on Vinny, don't. Well, CJ, I can't dictate. It's part of my agreement. And it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm a law-abiding citizen nowadays. I'm no longer a gangster. And I have to do what's right. Do I want to? No. But more than likely, Vinny will be smart enough to take a plea. And that's what he'll have to do. take a plea because he still has another life sentence. So really, it's a lot. Um, Let me go. I have some more that I wanted to share, and then we'll go into some stories. Dominic, Dominucci, I'm not going to say blank here. Great show the other day about the kids. I watch you every day. You and Maddie are good people, I can tell. If you're ever in South Jersey, let me know. I would love to meet you. By the way, did you ever find out who Sonny was from Bronx Tales? No, I didn't, but you know what? I'm going to ask Michael Franchise to ask him. So we'll see. CJ, let's see. CJ again. You said you already fulfilled your agreement. Yes, I did. I fulfilled my agreement. That's it. I'm done cooperating. But I think part of the agreement states if I'm ever called, I would have to go testify. So we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. So, like I said, hopefully he'll take a plea, which I think he will. So we have, hey Dom, big fan of content. Been following you since you came on YouTube. Your story really resonates with me from selling drugs when you were younger and getting into what you got into in your older days. I myself have turned my life around and left all the nonsense behind me. I'm in the restaurant business and dabble with contracting. I surround myself with more like minded legitimate people. You know what? That's great. And it's difficult to turn your life around. I did it. I basically had no choice when I did it. And again, I took the easy way out, decided to cooperate, and that's where I turned my life around. As far as doing it without getting arrested, I mean, that's tremendous. So I commend you for that. And it is what it is. So I commend you and thank you for the compliment. Folks, I'm going to take a sip of water and then we'll go into story time. Let me make sure his phone's on airplane mode. There we go. We're good to go now. In the mafia, you have these bosses. They're constantly talking about no drugs, no drugs, no drugs. As you heard in the early 2000s, Joe Messino, along with the Genovese crime family, they called for a commission meeting talking about whoever comes out of jail, there's a 5-year moratorium if they were on a drug pinch. I find that so hypocritical, it's not even funny. You have everybody and their mother dealing drugs, whether it be marijuana, cocaine, heroin, oxycodines, ecstasy, and yet they're going to hamper somebody to get straightened out because they came out on a drug conviction. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Even these bosses, I mean, from Joe Messino to the Chin, yeah, they talk the talk, but when you're handing them money and envelopes, they take it. They definitely take it. And Johnny A. Light said it right. You know, they're hypocritical. They're just hypocrites. And in the mafia, you have, I could go from Matty Madonna, who's the acting boss, one of the biggest heroin dealers. You have Arnold Squitieri, who was, before he died, he was the acting boss of the Gambino crime family. And actually, when I sat with Arnold, he told me he was the official boss. Okay, so that's what he told me out of his mouth. He says, "This is my family now." And he was one of the biggest, not biggest heroin, but he was selling heroin and other drugs in the street back in the day. I mean, you had Vic and Gas Pipe, marijuana, the Columbos too, marijuana, people in their administration. I mean, it's ridiculous to constantly say. And yes, the drugs do destroy the neighborhoods. Look what it did to Harlem back in the day. You know, it's totally ridiculous. So it is what it is, folks, at the end of the day. And it's just disgusting. You go back with the heroin, you have from the Blue Thunder case, which was Vinny's case, to French Connection. You have so many different things that went on. It's just ridiculous. Just that's how the mafia grew, with the strength, the money, the finances. It's all about the drugs. And to say different, people, they're lying. They're lying. There's very few people, made men, that did not profit or have any inkling about drug dealing and allowed it. It's just the numbers are too staggering. So, and really, nowadays, what's out there, from what you read, you see with the fentanyl, that they're mixing fentanyl and cocaine. Like, why? Why? You're killing people. It's just ridiculous what's going on. It's totally, totally ridiculous. So, but like I said, it is what it is. It's things are starting to dry up to make money. So, what do you think? The guys in the street are going to gravitate more to the drugs, the new type of chemicals that are out there, getting people high. So, it's just, it's really, it's not good. It's not a good look. Hopefully, you know, there is no hopefully. It's just, it is what it is. The money's too big and too much is coming into the country. And you know what? And I'm going to say this: the government can stop it, stop most of it coming across the borders, but you know, this keeps, it's a process. It's a process. Keeps DEA rolling. It keeps all the government agencies rolling. And you know, if they eradicate it, you know, they're basically eradicating their jobs. So yes, you know, they'll make an impact, but just so much. But they're not going to eradicate it. That'll never happen. And we do have the technology and the power too to stop it, but it's just not going to stop. So it's just the system, and that's it. So with that, folks, I'm going to go into some of the comments, and then we're just going to wrap it up. We're going to keep it short and sweet today, and that's it. So have an extremely busy day, and then we'll go on. So let's see the comments. Global, what's that? Let's see. Lucky Luciano and Vito Genovese started selling heroin. That's a fact. Listen, there's a lot of people out there, a lot of bosses that were involved. You know, they would have their underlings do it. And you can't tell me even the Gotti era. That's why they killed Paul. They were on tape about drugs, his brother, everybody. They're on tape. You know, it's just ridiculous. He's in a circle. That's why they made the move on Paul. They use other reasons, but is what it is. The money's too big. CJ, would they put fent and coke, two opposite effects? Exactly, but they are. I don't know why they would, but they're doing it. I look at it. Listen, a lot of the drugs are coming in through Mexico, especially the cocaine. Could they have, the cartel members have, did that? Put the fentanyl in, trying to take out the Americans? Because look what they're doing with their leaders. So who knows? Who knows what the reason is? I have no clue. In my day, you know, you cut it with lactose, and that was it. You know, nowadays, and I don't know. I don't know why they're doing it, but they're doing it, and that's sad, and it's killing a lot of people. That's why you're having so many overdoses out there nowadays. And you hear fentanyl, fentanyl. It's in the cocaine. The Bronx, Dom. Prior episode, you said you met Maddie buying in a company. Then you said yesterday she took you in because you were broke. How does a broke guy buy in his company? Something's off. Well, I says I had no more money. Yes, I was buying into a business. Okay, you put down a down payment and then you make payments on it. So if you know how to conduct business, you're never going to pay up front. And if you do, you're a fool to buy a business unless it's something solid. You're buying brick and mortar. You have a building, you're buying the property, that's a different story. But when you're buying somebody's company, you put down a down payment and then you work out a payment structure over the next 3 to 5 years. So that's called business sense. Obviously, the Bronx, you have none of that. So, you know, come on, really? I have no reason to bullshit. You know how embarrassing to say I was broke? I had to move in with her? So there's no pride in that. But you know what? What that does is humbles me. That's what it's called, humbling. It's a humbling situation. And I was grateful enough that she accepted me. And that was it. Gene Gotti got 50 years for drugs. Absolutely. Actually, Gene could have taken a plea. Could have taken a plea. His brother John said no, couldn't take the plea. I think he was looking at 14 years, 14 or 10 years old law. So he would have been out in no time. And yet, John Sr., John Gotti said no. Mark Ryder, where are we? Mark Ryder is still doing time for drugs. Unheard of. You know what? It is. And it's a shame, but it's tough. It's really tough. It's disgusting, but especially when I feel bad for these guys with the Rockefeller law in New York with marijuana. They got life sentences for marijuana. Now it's legal in a lot of states. So go figure. Hopefully, somebody put baby laxative. Yep, that's what it was, baby laxative. And there was another thing that numbed you that you'd put in, and I forgot the name of it. I'll tell you a story. One day, I'm in Lehman High School with Lenny Esposito, who, after we had the fight on Bureau Avenue, we became best of friends. We were inseparable. And we're hanging out, and we see a little vial on the floor. Picks it up. So right away puts his finger in and tastes it. It was cut, but it was that you could buy it at the head shops. It was like numbing. I forgot the name. Nisotol. The Nisotol. So it was in a bottle. So he said, Dom, watch this. He broke it up, powdered it. And he saw a kid walk. He says, hey, you want something? So he says, yeah, he wound up selling it for $20. Gave it to the kid. And we left. We went to the diner. We ate, came back. We're hanging out by the school. The kid came back up to him. He had a little white stuff on his nose. He said, bro, that shit's good. You have more? We laughed so fucking hard. It was hysterical. I'm like, Len, let's go to the record store. Let's go buy it. We'll start pushing that out. We were just hysterical laughing. And it was just a fluke. Like, we didn't care. Like, if he comes back, we'll mess him up. But it was funny. You had to be there. Okay, you could cut it with B12. There's a lot of different things. I don't know why they're cutting it with fentanyl, but they are. No, let's see. CJ, thanks for all the great content, Dom. Grab an EJ. CJ, thank you for your contributions. It's greatly appreciated. Much love and respect to you. Have a great weekend. Wish you the best. Dom, how long were you made before you flipped? Probably about a year and a half. I was straightened out, and then I flipped. That's it. Cooperated. Even if I wasn't made, I would still been in the same situation. I would have cooperated at that point. It's just they did what they did, and I did what I did, and that's it. Alphonse, hey Dom and Maddie. Maddie's not here. My son is watching you. Hope you got my email address. No, Alphonse, I did not receive your email. Hit me up at Dominick, DOMMINICK, CICALE @gmail.com. I don't know if you sent it to the Mafia Roundtable email. I don't get those emails. It goes to one of the staff members. But hit me up at Dominick with a double M, Cicali @gmail.com. Paul, I'll be buying some EG for Christmas. Thank you, Paul. It's greatly appreciated. You will not be disappointed, that's for sure. Gotti always said no plea deals. Didn't Junior do a plea deal when Senior was around? Absolutely. Yes, he did. He actually discussed it with his father when his father was away, that he wants closure, he wants this, he wants that. And of course, Senior, listen, that's his son at the end of the day. I guess he didn't agree with him, but he allowed it to happen. And I think Junior would have did it anyway. He was his own man, and that's his father. It's not like, that's why, they say father and son shouldn't be in a crime family together, because he The son got special treatment, and that shouldn't be, but it is what it is. So, hey Dom, did you ever do business with or rip off any drug cartel related people? No, I never ripped off drug cartel, but I did rob people in the drug game. And don't get me wrong, if there was drug cartel I was involved with, I would, and the numbers were there, I would definitely rob them too. Thank God, because I would probably, you're robbing them, you have to take out where there's no witnesses. So I would have had to do what I had to do. And, and really, it's not good to take a life. That's for sure. Dom, would you be able to share a Hector Pagan story? Thanks. In due time. Due time. I'm waiting to see what happens. I have to look into it. And the only stories I know when we were incarcerated, we were together in the Witsack unit in federal custody. So those are the only stories I have. Let's see. Chloe, I know you passed me by over here, Chloe. Let me see. Where are you? We have Bettina. Proud of you, Dom. Any vodka sale reps in New Mexico? I got 15 plus years in marketing and sales experience. New Mexico, once we're licensed there, once we have a rep there, we'll definitely look you up. Thank you for that. Where did Chloe go? There she is. There's Chloe. Hi, Dom. Got back just in time to see you live before I go out. Loads of love from the UK. Chloe, love you too. Lewis, I'll be hitting you up in a few minutes after this show. Sorry I couldn't take your call. I was just preparing for the show and getting ready. And I got 3 cats to run around the house with, and I'm not complaining. I'm happy with them. Let's see. Ham Sammy. No one taught us how to manage money. That should have been a class since you know what? We're in grade school. You're definitely right. You're definitely right. If I would have had the guidance coming up, I would have had a ton of money saved. But, you live and learn. I had to learn the hard way. Broke, make it. Broke, make it. You live and learn. So it's all you could do. Let's see. Let's see what else we have. This is from Lee Montoya. You and A-Light have this in common. All your troubles came from others' mouths. Well, I don't know if he ever got caught with anything, but yes, every time I got arrested came from somebody's big mouth. I never got caught. I never got caught. That's the funny part of it all. And the stuff I did get busted with, I mean, everything was always dropped, but the charges I was found convicted of was always somebody's mouth. I never got caught. So, but like they say, crime don't pay. And that's the truth. Dom, how about the mushroom story? Can't do that right now, but it'll be a good one once it comes out. You'll laugh your ass off. It was hilarious. Definitely hilarious. Did you ever have a piece of pizza? The Pizza Connection. Dope. No. Pizza Connection was also a lot of made men in the Pizza Connection. So, it's ridiculous. Like I say, the money was too powerful. Way too powerful. Okay, we're not even going to read that one. Never got caught, but you put away some good people. Yeah. If you call people that murder people because they pass comments good people, wow, you must be really twisted. I wasn't even good back then. So, you're killing people because they pass a comment jokingly, making statements. Or somebody makes a statement that he's the only killer, or he didn't do your brickwork properly. You felt he might be taking some money off the top, so you kill him. So that's a good person. You are twisted then. The Bronx. Okay, you said Bobby Hartburn, boxer, was a giant. He was 5'9" and bad shape. Well, I remember him being a big guy, brawly, and that's the way I remembered him. Did I run with him? No. Was he pushed in face? Yes. So that's the way I remembered him. So if we're going to critique the Bronx, why don't you come out from hiding the Bronx and put your real identity up there? So, because what you're doing, I'm not even going into it. You get me fired up. Carmine Galante operated the Pizza Connection case. Yeah, he was one of the main ones, that's for sure. Eli made funny remarks about Gotti Jr.'s kid, talking shit about Eli online. I'm not going to go back and forth into any of that, folks. It's not my business, and I'll leave it at that. It's what they want to do. Come on, Dom. In all the good laughs, Eli's a compulsive liar, but it's okay. Entertainment. Love, Dom. Okay. Dom, if I get busted drinking EG and driving the lawnmower, will you ban me out? Listen, drink responsibly, even the lawnmower, even your bicycle. If you're riding your bike, drink responsibly. So actually, I'll tell you a story. There's a guy down here in Florida, Jose. So comes by, we're talking, we're shooting the shit. And, you know, he likes drinking, go to a bar, local bar, having a few cocktails, you know, laughing, telling me about, he's from Bolivia, about Bolivia, the country, going back and forth. I might see him about maybe 3 or 4 months afterwards. And I see him, he's all banged up. I mean, like he had a fight with 10 guys and they just busted him up. I mean, face tore open, bruised, black eyes. What happened? I said, bro, you'll never guess. I'm coming home from the barn. I'm riding my bike. I'm feeling good. And, you know, sometimes when they fix the sidewalk, it drops. They had a caution tape. He didn't see the caution tape. He rode right into a ditch and just busted him up. Like, oh, man. That's what I say. Be careful riding the bike. The Bronx, wrong guy. Okay, Bronx, whatever. So Dom is 100% right. I'm from South Philly, and Molino is seen as a god there. People worship him. People worship guys like him. You know what? It's good that they're giving him kudos about what he's doing with the fundraiser, and I gotta commend him. Joey, you're doing a great job with that. Even breast cancer awareness, and with the veterans, everything. But please, just come out and let the kids know. Stay away from the streets. Streets aren't your friends. You know, put out that positive message. That's more sometimes than the money you're giving out. You don't like the Bronx. You don't like the challenge. Bronx, I love the challenge, but I'm not hiding. You see me, I'm out in the open. But it's all right. You could keep on challenging. Come on. It's all right. I'm perfectly good with that. So, Pete, what's up, Dom? Happy Friday, brother. The Bronx ain't even from the Bronx. It is what it is. He could challenge. He could come on, say what he wants. You know, he's been respectful with his comments, so it's all good. But you know, it gets tiresome just seeing constant negativity. It's like unbelievable. Hey Dom, have you ever been to Hoboken? Yes, I didn't do anything wrong in Hoboken, Matthew, but yes, we've been there. I've been there. Dom, was Vinny a fan of Santeria? Oh, I'm sorry, Sinatra or Tony Bennett? Who doesn't like Sinatra or Tony Bennett? You know, especially when you're in Rayo's, they play it on the jukebox. You're going to listen to it. But do we listen to it? No. Not, you know, if it's on, cool, yes. The Bronx, I'm not being disrespectful. I'm asking, Bronx, you're okay. I'm okay with you. That's all right. Keep them coming. Anything you want to say, say. Thank you. There's no negativity in my comments. No, you can't have negative. You could challenge me, say things. I think you said with the Bobby heartburn, but I saw it differently. Remember, I was younger, wasn't in my adult life. It was when you're a kid and everything's magnified. I just remember him being a burly guy, big guy to me. That's it. Punch drunk. That's what he looked. I never said he was in good shape. So, and like I said, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So I'll always state that. So, folks, tomorrow we're going to come on at 11 a.m. You know what I'm going to do? Yeah, I'm coming on at 11 a.m. I'm going to be releasing tonight. There's 3 parts to the George Keogh murder. I'm going to release it for tonight, 5 o'clock. Tomorrow, part 2, 5 o'clock. Or maybe, I'm going to release them. I have 3 parts. They were in the SKUs. I wound up telling the story outright. So I'm just going to release them. So just they're in. So you can watch if you want to watch different parts of it. It's easier than watching a whole segment with the questions. Hey, Rock, hello to you as well. Okay, what's that? El Toro. We push back. So, okay, you push back. Wonderful. Wow, you push back. So we have another killer on El Toro. He pushes back because he likes the killers out there. He likes people getting killed. He likes the mafia killing innocent people. He likes that. So we have another asshole. So, hey Dom, do you know any wise guys that had tables at Rayo's? Yes, we actually had them. Vinny would get 20 tables a month from the West Side, which is the Genovese crime family. And then he would dispense them as he wanted. Mind you, we'd go in there anytime we wanted to go in. Sit at the bar usually. If there was a table open, if we asked, we would grab the table. But at that time, he was getting 20 tables a month. And he would give them out to people all the time. El Toro, I'm not a killer for the record. Well, if you're advertising we push back, you're advertising for all the mobsters out there. All the people that like the gangsters. So all the people that like the gangsters and idolize them, the gangsters kill people. They hurt people. They extort people. They sell drugs, prostitution. So you're promoting that. So you are a gangster then. So it makes no sense. You can't have it both ways, but you want to attack me for being a rat. At least I'm consistent. But you want to go with I push back. That's good. That's your prerogative. It's your opinion, whatever you want, but you're promoting violence. You're promoting these guys out there. I'm not. I was in the life. I killed people. I've hurt people. And it's not a good look. It's not. How much money do you need to start a porn business or a payroll lending business? Depends how big you want to go and where you're at. It all depends. How parts for Grandma's Story? Grandma's Story will come out, Joseph, when I want it to come out. Okay? So when I want that to come out, I'll bring it out. You know what? Do research. Do research and you'll find out. So when I want it to come out, that's when it'll come out. This is my show. You don't like it? Go elsewhere. So the people, if you want to start seeing me get nasty, I could get just as nasty and give it back. I don't want to go to that level. Maybe it's doing too many shows, getting too involved with it. But, don't call me a killer. Well, El Toro, you're promoting it. You're promoting it. How could you promote killing? We push back is for the mafia, right? They support. They're against ratting. So you're supporting gangs. You're supporting violence. What is it? You can't have it both ways. If you're condemning rats, what are you condemning us for? Because the mafia, the gangs, they're the good guys? Can't have it both ways. Sorry. Doesn't work that way. Rayo's food is okay. I would give it a 7 out of 10. My father took me there at least back in 98. Yeah, it was okay. It was decent. It was home cooking. They had the set menu and that's it. So home cooking wasn't bad. Wasn't the best food I've ever had. But that's it. We have Gambino, the mob is done. Yeah, it's pretty much done, but it's still out there. Still out there, lock and loaded. Dom, did you know Bobby Lombardo that did the tile work for Vinny's condos on Sher Avenue? No, I did not know him. Actually, I didn't. Oh, what's that? Hold on. David, thank you again for your contribution. Rayo's was overrated. Monty's on McDonald Street blows it away. You know what? Rayo's, I gotta say, yes, the food's okay, decent, but it's the ambiance. Back in the day of Rayo's is the ambiance. I mean, you have actors, actresses, politicians there, and gangsters all in one place. Everybody mingling, having a good time, laughing. So yes, it's really good. That's where I rate Rayo's one of the number one spots back in the day. I don't know about now. So we have I still have Putty Cat. Thank you for all the veterans for your service. Yes, veterans. Again, I thank you for that reminder. Veterans, thank you for all your service. If it wasn't for all the veterans out there, we wouldn't be living in the land of the free. Thank you for your sacrifice to this country and everything you did. And hopefully this government will start appreciating that as far as your medical needs and accommodations when you do come home after serving for this country. But thank you. I want to thank all the veterans. And actually, folks, just so you know, I think it was back in 2017, I did a Veterans Day event at the Florida Fairgrounds. Big venue I had, country event. I had veterans free, kids free. We had a fun zone free, monster truck rides, firework display at the end of the night. I had legends of the WWF, World Wrestling Federation. Really a massive event. Very few people showed up. That was the year when the hurricane went through Puerto Rico, devastated it, and just the timing wasn't too good. But I did it. I tried it. Lost money, but I tried it. But I did something for the veterans. Actually, we've been partnered up with the city of Orlando for that. So there's a lot of things I did do, and I forgot all about that. But did that on Veterans Day. Hopefully, God willing, maybe we do more events in the near future. Who knows? Where's the watch, Big Dom? It's on my wrist. It's hanging out. David again. They used to say that even the pigeons knew not to shit on those cars. Okay. I missed something there, David. The mob. Okay, we have Gambino again. The mob, they're all rats. They all rat on each other. Where do you think the ratting comes from themselves? Listen, a lot of them are ratting. A lot of them are telling behind the scenes. It is what it is. But I'm just happy I'm out of the life and I'm away from all that. People think the mob is so cool. When you have family members in it, you see what it's really like. Movies are just movies. Well said, James. Well said. Because the mob is not cool. The movies glamorize it. Everybody thinks it's a glamorous life. And it's not. It's not. Look at it. All the killings. It's ridiculous. So that's about it. Folks, I'm going to wrap it up today. So I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody for the contributions, all the love and support for the channel. Tomorrow we'll be out at 11 a.m. We're coming at you again live, Saturdays live. People have a great evening. Be safe. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy your family. And drink responsibly, that's for sure. Much love. Peace out. See everybody tomorrow at 11 a.m.